Introducing the ASUS ROG Strix RX 6800 Gaming OC Edition 16GB graphics card or eGPU, which is the ROG Strix Radeon RX 6800 merges an industry-leading cooling solution with high-end power performance and additional creature comforts beneath the surface. A massive heatsink is cooled by a trio of axial thick fans that utilize a new rotation scheme and specialized rules for central auxiliary fans. At the heart of the best, top-shelf capacitors, chokes, and MOSFETs effortlessly deliver hundreds of watts and at a millisecond's notice. A host of convenient features, including a dual BIOS switch, 0 dB mode, fan connect PWM headers, and metal backplate, make this frame-crunching Colossus an ideal choice for DIY builders. The ASUS ROG Strix RX 6800 Gaming OC Edition 16GB graphics card or eGPU has a engine clock which is gaming mode, and it can up to 2190 MHz and 1980 MHz for game clock, and it has a 3840 stream processors with 16GB of memory size and GDDR6 of memory type, and it has also a 256-bit of memory interface. And for the digital max resolution on this graphics card or eGPU is it has a 7680 by 4320 at 60 Hz. And for the output is it has 3 DisplayPorts 1.4a and 1 HDMI 2.1, and it can support HDCP 2.3, and it has 4 maximum displays. And for the dimension of this graphics card or eGPU is it has 13 by 5.7 by 2.26 inch and 32 by 12.87 by 5.73 cm. And for the recommended PSU for this graphics card or eGPU is 650 watts. And for the power connectors is it has 2 8-pin power connectors. And this graphics card or eGPU is it has a powerhouse performance which is the AMD Radeon RX 6800 series graphics cards deliver ultra high frame rate and serious 4K visuals. Get breathtaking gaming experiences with powerful new compute units, groundbreaking AMD Infinity Cache, and up to 16GB of dedicated GDDR6 memory. And when paired with an AMD Ryzen 5000 series desktop processor, AMD Smart Access Memory technology offers new levels of gaming performance. And it has a vivid visuals which is AMD Radeon RX 6800 series graphics cards pull you into the action with immersive gaming technologies and support for DirectX 12 Ultimate. Experience realistic lighting, shadows, and reflections along with rich detail thanks to DirectX Ray Tracing, DirectX Ray Tracing DXR, Variable Rate Shading VRS, and AMD Fidelity FX features, optimized for AMD RDNA 2 architecture, with a elevated experiences which is instant responsiveness and smooth gaming are leveled up with a low latency technology from AMD Radeon Anti-Lag and AMD Radeon Boost. Propel your gaming experience with the latest HDMI 2.1 VRR technology, USB-C enabled VR headsets, or over 1250 AMD FreeSync technology enabled gaming displays. And it has also a Fidelity FX contrast adaptive sharpening, which is a contrast adaptive sharpening CAS helps increase visual quality with optional upscaling that restores detail lost after temporal anti-aliasing TAA is applied, which is for games that support Fidelity FX. CAS turning off Radeon image sharpening in Radeon software to avoid over-sharpening is recommended. And with Fidelity FX Ambient Occlusion, which is AMD RDNA architecture optimized combined adaptive compute ambient occlusion dynamically and efficiently helps improve the appearance of objects based on their exposure to ambient light. And for the Fidelity FX variable shading, which is the AMD RDNA2 architecture, supports variable rate shading to analyze luminance and frame motion to help optimize rendering for better performance without lowering image quality. And it has also a DirectX ray trace, which is DirectX ray tracing adds a new level of graphics realism to games through effects like reflections, shadows, and global illumination at real-time frame rates on AMD Radeon RX 6000 series graphics. Thanks to AMD RDNA2 architecture support for hardware accelerated ray tracing. And this graphics card or GPU it has a bigger, better cooling, which is this generation axial tape fan design has matured with an increased blade count on all 3 fans, 13 on the center fan and 11 on the auxiliary fans. The barrier rings on the side fans have been slimmed down to allow for more lateral intake and to provide better airflow through the cooling array. The center fan's extra blades and full height ring provide boosted static pressure to blast air directly into the GPU heat spreader. The fan design growth is specifically optimized for a massive new heatsink that features more fins and surface area than previous iterations. And it is a quiet cunning, which is to bolster the specialized rules of the center and auxiliary fans. The rotational direction of the center fan is reversed, and this reduces air turbulence inside the cooling array for another boost to overall thermal performance. The fans will also only start spinning when the GPU temperature hits 60 Celsius and shut off when temps drop below 55 Celsius, helping to reduce noise when the system is idling or under light load. And this graphics card or GPU it has also a max contact, which is to get heat up of the die and into the heatsink array. Engage max contact technology to polish the surface of the heat spreader and improve smoothness at the microscopic level. The extra flatness allows for better contact with the die for enhanced thermal transfer with 2.9 slot design, which is the heat spreader draws heat up into heat pipes that carry it through a fin stack that fills most of the card's large 2.9 slot footprint. And it has a premium components, which is the top shelf capacitors, jukes, and MOSFETs are selected to effortlessly deliver hundreds of watts at a milliseconds notice. The super alloy 2 parts are soldered to the PCB using a advanced extreme automated manufacturing process. Precise joints and the elimination of human errors ensures each graphics card meets the rigorous specification. And it has a fan connect to, which is the rear of the ROG Strix graphics card sports 2 PWM fan connect headers that provide additional DIY flexibility. The chassis fans can be directly attached to the GPU and tuned with a curve that is based on CPU and GPU temperatures, providing extra intake or exhaust for demanding 3D tasks. And this graphics card or GPU it has a fair shroud, which is a striking shroud with metal accents mirrors that design aesthetic of ROG and ROG Strix motherboards. Mixing surface textures and materials make a statement when vertically mounted and lit by chassis LEDs. For those who prefer a sleeker, more subtle look, the G.Skill colorway allows it to seamlessly blend into the build. And with armored underside, which is the underside of the card, reveals further improvements. Most of the rear is swathed in a productive metal backplate that prominently features a wide vent. The vent allows hot air to escape towards chassis exhaust fans instead of being recycled back into the GPU cooler. A GPU bracket provides extra stability to the critical connection between die and heat spreader. Stainless steel is used for the I/O bracket to protect ports and provide a more secure mount. and a conveniently placed dual BIOS switch allows customization of the card's default performance profile without software. And it has also a generally grill, which is an impressive addressable RGB element on the front of the card, can be customized with Armory Crate to create a uniform look along with other ROG components. To fulfill the power demands of the Radeon RX 6800, 2-8-pin power connectors are present along with an onboard circuit that monitors PSU rail voltage. The circuit is fast enough to catch any transients that result in the rail voltage dropping too low. If that happens, a red LED will light to indicate a power supply issue. The Strix reinforced metal frame is also visible here, adding a lateral layer of durability. And it has also a GPU Tweak 2, which is the ASUS GPU Tweak 2 utility, takes graphics card tuning to the next level. It allows you to tweak critical parameters including GPU core clocks, more frequency, and voltage settings, with the option to monitor everything in real time through a customizable on-screen display. Advanced fan control is also included, along with many more features to help you get the most out of your graphics card. So that's it for the ASUS ROG Strix RX 6800 Gaming OC Edition 16GB graphics card or GPU. Thank you so much for watching. This is AMPo Tech, and I'll see you in the next video.